I want to show you something epic, but it's not in here.
If you've watched this channel, then you've probably seen it before.
I've been using it for a few months now, and I think I'm finally ready to give it a review, but I think it deserves its own video. This is the Ulanzi RGB video light. First things first, this video is not sponsored in any way by Ulanzi. I bought this light with my own money about 4 months ago. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this light, and then towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you some really cool examples of how you can actually use it. I'm actually using the light right now as my hair light. This thing has a USB-C charging port, and I must say the battery life on this thing is wicked. Sometimes when I'm doing test shots, I'll set up all my YouTube bits and I'll go and color grade it just so that I can kind of see what my final look is going to be like. But when I go and color grade, I turn off my camera, I turn off my key light, my audio equipment, but most of the time I just leave this thing running just because I know it's not going to run out of battery. Then after like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll come back in, I'll turn everything back on, and I'll do like a 40-minute recording, and this thing just keeps running. I'll do that like 2 or 3 times before I even have to charge it. So one of my favorite things about this light is that it has a screen on the back, and that allows you to see what Kelvin you're on and also what brightness you're on, which is great if you want to match your Kelvin with another light. Sometimes you'll get some lights that just have a warm dial and a white dial, and you just have to guess it by eye. And a lot of the time it doesn't work out. This just allows you to be more precise, and it's really, really useful. To change between the Kelvin and the brightness, just click on the right hand button and use the arrows on the left to adjust the light to your liking. If you want to access the RGB features, then all you need to do is just hold the right hand button and then use the arrows to cycle through the colours. There's actually a picture on the back that shows you which numbers match each colour. And again, to adjust the brightness, just click the button and then use the arrows. So what would you actually use this light for? All sorts. The thing I use it most for is the hair light in my videos, but I also use it a lot for thumbnails and also lighting other bits and bobs. Another useful thing about this light is it's magnetic, and that comes in handy a lot. For example, here's a thumbnail of one of my most viewed videos. See that really nice cool blue that's making my camera pop? Yep, that was from this light. I literally just slapped it on the metal bracket next to the shelf that I was taking the photo on, and it worked so well. It also has multiple shoe mounts and a standard tripod thread, and it weighs 113 grams. Feathers. Right, I want to try something interesting. I'm currently using an 85-inch softbox with a honeycomb grid. The light that I'm using is the Amaran 60X. Let me stick this little Ulanzi light to the Amaran, and then we can see if it's powerful enough to be a key light. I mean, it's not bad. It's completely ridiculous, but I guess I thought maybe by doing this I'd be able to show how powerful it is. I actually have no idea what I thought I was going to get out of this, but it's quite interesting. It's completely ridiculous. You wouldn't actually do this. This is an 85-inch softbox with a honeycomb grid. There are 2 layers of diffusion in this softbox. I've taken one of them out, so this is like just 1 layer of diffusion and then a honeycomb grid. I don't know. It's just quite interesting. What do you think? The LED light is at 100% and at 5500 Kelvin. So yeah, I guess we're just going to compare it, I guess. And my normal light that I use, my Amaran, is at 5500 Kelvin as well. So we can see how much it matches up with each of them. It'd be quite interesting. But yeah, quite cool. A large amount of the viewers that watch this channel are not subscribed. I am 100% devoted to this channel, and I want my content to get better and better. So if you want to follow along on this journey, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more videos from me, then I'd highly suggest that you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because that is where I post all of my short form content. Links to both my social media accounts are in the description. Thank you all so much. Now let's see what other cool stuff we can do with this light. You can see from this shot here that I've put the light on a nice cool blue setting, and I've literally just popped it in the corner on the dash of the car, and it's contrasting really nicely with the outside light that's really orange. I've changed the camera angle here, but the light is in the same spot, and yeah, it's just giving that really nice low light cinematic look. Here's another example of it being a hair light in one of my other videos. You can see it's casting a nice soft light on the side of my face. This was quite a fun one of it in the bag on, so that when I open the bag it illuminates my face. It was just a fun, silly thing that I wanted to do. It's a reference from Pulp Fiction. For this shot I put the light on the bonnet pointing in, and yeah, it just kind of gives a similar feel to the first shot actually. Just makes everything look really cool. This is a great example of it being able to come with you anywhere because it's so small. I just put it on a small tripod and I used it as a sunset light for my POV photography video, and it just worked so well. Last example, you can see on the bottom left here, I'm using it as a background light. It's going to be interesting to see if you can try and spot it in any of my future videos. Overall, this is a bloody good piece of kit, and guess how much it is? 30 quid. 30 quid. Sorry, I just think that is insane. Overall, this light is just killing it, and if you have one, let me know what you use it for. And if you don't have one, there's a link in the description where you can find it. I hope you found this video useful, I hope you found it enjoyable. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you in the next video.